Hey chums, greetings from EPCOT. It's that time of year again for the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah, it's already decorated beautifully here. I'm looking at some gorgeous flowers over there, and I can't wait to show you guys how everything looks here. It's beautiful in this park during this time of year. Also, there's food and more food, so we're gonna eat our way around World Showcase. Let's get moving.
Over here by Pin Traders, if you are interested in a scavenger hunt, you can go ahead and purchase the Spikes Pollination Exploration 2022 Scavenger Hunt map.
Look how beautiful this is. All these gorgeous, vibrant colors, all these flowers. This looks absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, the little mini down at the end. Look how beautiful this garden and topiary is. I love this with Mickey and Minnie. And then we have Donald and Daisy and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. It's so pretty. I love these little farmer ducks. This is really cool. And the flowers are just beautiful here. And it always smells so good over here too. If you are looking for Flower and Garden Festival merchandise, Creations is the place to go. This is where they have all of the merch. Look at like our orange bird shirt over here, and this floral print men's shirt. And then the Grow Green clothing. And like all of these mugs that grow happiness. This is cool. They have the drink pitchers over here with the floral print. And then of course, these water bottles with Farmer Mickey. Well, I guess he's Gardener Mickey. There's also some Orange Bird merchandise over here, like these hats. These are
you too cool for this hat?
I don't know if I'm too cool for that hat, but I don't know if that hat is me. They are cool though.
They do have a corksicle. I love corksicle.
That's a really cool one too, because I like Orange Bird. And I did hear a rumor that the orange Dole Whip is going away, speaking of Orange Bird, which is highly upsetting. That is my favorite Dole Whip on property.
It's a rumor. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's the one over at Sunshine Terrace at Magic Kingdom. Doesn't mean other spots might not see it occasionally.
They also have the Flower and Garden Magic Bands here, featuring Figment. I believe there's two different kinds. There's the Figment, and then there's also the Mickey and Minnie.
And over here we see that there is a Dooney and Burke collection for this year's festival that features the Orange Bird. This is actually pretty cute.
We just stopped at the Farmer's Feast booth to grab a few eats, and we noticed that the menu changes. So from March 2nd to April 9th, we've got the Vichyssoise, the Bison Ribeye, and the Goat Cheese Creamsicle Pop. Then from April 10th to May 21st, it's the grilled vegetable bruschetta, herb crusted spring lamb, strawberry rhubarb upside down cake. And then from May 22nd, July 4th, it's tomato and cornbread panzanea, barbecued seared pork tenderloin, and a whole lot of feta cheesecake. A whole lot of melon feta cheesecake.
All right, we got our food from our first booth. So before we get started, I do want to show you, this is what this year's Flower and Garden Festival book looks like. It'll tell you like all the good stuff going on with this festival, where the topiaries are. I don't know if you could see that. And then, of course, it's also going to tell you where entertainment is and what's in your food. There is a key here, like if you're plant-based, if you're like me, you're avoiding gluten and wheat. So this gives you all that information. And then in the back of the book, they do have a garden graze where if you do get all of the items along the way on the garden graze, they have a surprise for you over at the Pineapple Promenade. So that is available. So from this booth over here, the Farmer's Feast, right now they have as Adam explained, this booth is going to change periodically during the festival. So right now, they have this dish over here. This is a cold soup. I am a soup person. I would not be ordering soup today because winter is over and it is back to being like, I don't know if it's 90 degrees or with the humidity, that's what it feels like, but it is hot today. But this is a cold soup. And this is a potato and leek soup. It has a fancy French name, Vichyssoise. So I am gonna try, before my napkins start blowing everywhere, some of this vichyssoise, this potato and leek soup that looks like it also has some oil in it. I hope this is delicious. I don't want to be disappointed by soup. I love soup. Oh, that is delicious. This reminds me, it's not a mushroom soup, but for some reason it reminds me of a mushroom broth. It is creamy, it's cold, but it still tastes really good, and it's got the oil going through it. And I feel like I'm getting like, I don't know if it's little pieces of garlic, something in there tastes kind of garlicky. If you like soup, even though it's hot out, I would recommend getting this. This is delicious.
Also from the Farmer's Feast, I got the Chargrilled Bison Ribeye with creamy leek fondue, roasted carnival cauliflower, Romanesco, and port wine goat cheese butter. This is also a gluten-free item, by the way. This is absolutely delicious. Flavor-wise, it's almost like a sirloin, but it's a little more tender, a little juicier, kind of the way a ribeye is. And it is absolutely fantastic, really, really tasty. All right, next. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. Oh, that's the Leek Fondue. Okay, so that's the Leek Fondue. I knew it tasted oniony. And then the carnival cauliflower. So good. All of this is a win. Great meal.
From over at the EPCOT Sunshine Griddle booth, I got a drink. So this drink over here is the Joffrey's Cold Brew Cocktail. This has milk, it has Kahlua, it has some vodka in it, vanilla vodka. Cheers. Well, it tastes very good. In my opinion, the alcohol is pretty strong in this, so yeah, but it tastes good. It's like a nice coffee drink that definitely has a kick to it.
Also from the Sunshine Griddle, and also gluten-free, I got the corned beef brisket hash. This comes with house-made potato barrels, which is just tater tots, onions, peppers, cheese curds, a poached egg, and Tabasco hollandaise. Sounds delicious. Sounds like it's packed full of flavor. We are about to find out. That meat is really good. Great flavor to it. I'm really curious to try the potato now. With a little egg on it. Man, that Tabasco hollandaise is like the nicest touch. It's ever so slightly spicy and creamy and delicious. That is an absolute win. Very, very good. There has definitely been progress over here at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. We have a big decoration out front, looks like the ship. Construction on the interior is almost complete, and there's a rumor now that this ride is opening on Memorial Day weekend. The head of Imagineering created a tweet that leaked the date, and then that tweet was immediately removed, so I think he messed up and gave us information we were not supposed to have. But that's information I like. So I'm very, very excited. This ride is opening sooner than later.
So nice to see Daisy Duck out today, entertaining guests.
We're getting closer and closer to World Showcase, but we actually have just come upon the Blossoms of Fragrance. So it looks like this is like a scented garden. And if you look over here, we're going to see these butterflies, these big topiaries. These are really pretty. It does smell very good over here. And then, of course, across the way, for the 50th anniversary, big flower bed. I love this Sorcerer's Apprentice Topiary. It's so cool looking. I think it's so well done. It's really cool. Even the buckets of water that the brooms are throwing are actually just plants. Very cool.
From the booth called, I believe I'm pronouncing this right, I don't know. Jardín de Fiestas. This is over in the Mexico area. So everything over there is Mexico inspired, and everything from that booth is also gluten-free. So it was really easy to pick from. What I ended up getting at that booth is this over here, which is a taco Vampiro. So what this is there's about a tablespoon of corn with cojita cheese, and there's Monterey Jack like crisped around this corn tortilla, and then the beef inside. So let's go ahead and give this a try. I don't know what the sauce is. There is something that I think it says esquites. I don't know how to pronounce that right. Don't laugh at me. But if that's what that is, I guess that's what the sauce is. My personal opinion of this taco is it's delicious. I love this crisped corn tortilla with the cheese all crispy around it. That is so good. Let's try this little dollop of corn. I love this too. There's like a spice over this corn and some cheese. It's very tasty too.
From Refreshment Outpost, I decided to get the Tangerine soft serve. This normally comes in a cone. I decided to ask for it in a cup because that's just what I was in the mood for. Let's check it out. And that is very good. Tastes like it's mixed with vanilla.
Is it ice cream or no?
It's ice cream. It's soft serve. Wow. It melts really fast because it is hot today.
Over at the Magnolia Terrace booth, they have, this is gluten-free. It says Pecan Praline. It doesn't even have a description of what this is. So I'm taking a leap of faith that I ordered this. Let's take a look and see what it is. It looks like it's some sort of brittle. They have it very difficult to open, or maybe just difficult for me. I don't know. Maybe your kids could do better. Let's see what this tastes like. Is it a cookie or, I don't know, it is gluten-free. I can tell you whatever this is, I do not love it. This is a mouthful of sugar. This is just basically one giant clump of sugar that has some nuts spread through it. I don't like that at all. I'll let you try it and see if you like it.
I see what you mean. For me, I don't mind grainy textures. I know you don't really like grainy textures, Mel. This is probably something I will eat a little bit at a time over the next day or two. It is a bit much. I actually do like it. It's just a bit much.
You can keep it.
Thank you. From Hanami, which is the Japanese booth, I decided to get the beef Tataki. This plate actually looks beautiful. It's seared sirloin with red shiso sauce, watermelon, radish, and sprouts. And there's some edible flour involved. So, let me go ahead and dig into this. It looks very good. When I walked back around by the sign, the chicken yakitori looked even better than this, and I'm kind of bummed that I got this, but I'll bet you the flavor is going to say otherwise. I don't regret that one bit. That is unbelievably good. Wow, 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 wow. So far, that is probably my favorite thing at the festival. It's incredible. The beef is so tender. The flavors in that sauce are so garlic, like heavy on the garlic. The crunch of that watermelon radish. This is excellent. Absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10 dish.
Over at La Isla Fresca, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I got an arepa. So the arepas over there are gluten-free. This is a queso arepa. They also have one that has meat. The way it's served is a little strange. It's not really served like a sandwich. It seems to be served like the two corn pieces that normally would make a sandwich are just sort of strangely stacked together. I have never had one like this. It's gonna taste the same, but I'm gonna have to use a fork. Oh, you can't really use a, are you meant to pick this up? All of them were like this, and the cheese is outside too, so I don't know. But the fork doesn't want to go through it, so. Well, despite what this looks like, I think that I guess you could separate them if you want to eat them one at a time. Despite the strange appearance, they're very good. It tastes like a traditional arepa. Over here from the booth, the Honey Bistro, I got this cornbread dish. I got the same thing last year and I really liked it, if it is the same. This is a spoon cornbread. It has jalapeno in it. There's some whipped butter with it. There's honey. And then it has a piece of bacon on top. So let's give this a try. I just remember really loving this last year, if it is indeed the same thing. I know they had something like this last year. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same thing, but it's still very good. I love cornbread, so if I can get gluten-free cornbread, that's exciting to me. Well, chums, that is going to wrap up today's adventure over here at the Flower and Garden Festival. We may be back again. This is going to be going on for a little bit because it is the beginning of spring. Before we get to Food and Wine, which should be, I believe, the next festival.
I think so. I think it is.
Which would be for the summer. So you got plenty of time to come. It just started. We ate some really good stuff. I want to say that I was a little bit disappointed as I kept eating that cornbread, because last year I enjoyed it so much, and I don't know if they changed it or if it wasn't as fresh. I didn't like it as much this year. I did not like that, I don't know what that thing was, that praline thing. It just tasted like a mouth of granulated sugar caked together.
I actually didn't mind it. I stashed it in her backpack, so it will be nibbled on later. but yeah, I think it was a good food festival. The park looks gorgeous right now, this time of year. Like every time they put all the flowers and topiaries out, it looks beautiful. And the food was pretty good this year. There's still a few booths left we didn't even get to hit because we started getting full and we have dinner in like 2 hours. So I want to be able to eat tonight at dinner. So I think we're just going to go ride Ratatouille and relax for a little bit before it's time for our dinner reservation. But yeah, I had a lot of fun today. I think it was really good.
Today was fun, and it wasn't too busy. We went on Test Track. It said it was an hour wait, and it was like a 25-minute wait.
Yeah, I think that's much more manageable than an hour.
Definitely not disappointed there.
No. All right, chums, that's going to do it for us here over at the Flower and Garden Festival. Be sure to subscribe to this channel right this second if you've not done so already. Smack that like button and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications every single time we upload a new video. Until next time, we will see you guys at the parks.